Alright, so doing the first oil change. This is the filter I used for break-in, so time to cut it open and see what's inside. Alright, got the filter taken apart. Was pretty careful on trying not to get any filter material in here. So I did find a little bit of ferrous material at the bottom. I put a magnet. This magnet was not on when the car was operational. I just put it on right now. You kind of see the outline of the magnet. It looks kind of like a kind of wings of a fly. It's a hard drive magnet, so it's fairly strong. But you can see all the ferrous material inside the oil canister. Nothing alarming. Don't see any copper or brass from bearings. So move on to the filter. Got the filter cut open. Again, nothing alarming. Definitely a lot of fine little shavings and gunk. Let's see. It's gonna be a little hard to tell with the GoPro, but a little bit of foreign material. There's some purple. I'm not sure what it is. Little purple flakes, and there's a couple of green flakes as well. The green one it feels like the consistency of silicone, so it might be RTV of some sort. There's tiny little metal flakes here and there, but again, nothing that would raise an alarm. So you can see some more. I'm gonna take a picture and then show that, but overall, not too bad.
Because of the headers I'm using and the way I have the fuel lines routed, I have to use a stubby little oil filter. I'm using the Jegs Billet oil relocation kit. It is a nice piece, but it is poorly machined. There's some metal shavings left over after the machine work. So what I did is go ahead and cleaned it up, and I ported it to increase the oil flow since it seemed fairly restrictive the way it came out the box.
Right, so I've gone ahead and installed the adapter and made the lines. One thing I wanted to do is run a larger filter. So I found a filter that should work, but it's 7 inches long, and to give me the most amount of clearance, I want to run this as high as possible. And I would still like to use the 3 holes, so I'm thinking of doing essentially mounting the bracket something like this. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to cut this off and then re-weld it on. So cut it, flip it, so that obviously the filter is on the correct downward position. Alright, well, got it welded up. Definitely need more practice welding aluminum. See, it started getting a little bit better towards the end, but overall I think I'll grind it down with the flap disc, so it'll be nice and smooth. So overall, I think it came out pretty good. I just probably should have removed the duct tape before I started welding. So I have to clean that up, but making progress. Alright, got the remote oil filter plumbed in, so it'll be a lot easier to access in the future. Had to remove the fuel lines, and it's quite a pain to get to the little oil filter with the headers. But I'm running what's known as the big kahuna in the Audi Volkswagen world. So it's a fairly large oil filter. Here's my hand for comparison. So definitely increases the oil capacity and filtration surface area of the media. So I went ahead and disconnected the Phytech system. So I'm going to go ahead and crank it, build up some oil pressure, check for leaks, and then fire it up momentarily, check oil pressure, shut it down, and check for leaks again. And then eventually fire it up, warm it up, and confirm that there are no leaks. So hopefully if I did a good job, I won't find any leaks. Alright, I went ahead and cranked it to a registered oil pressure. Go ahead and fire it up for a few seconds, shut it down, and check for oil leaks. The car hasn't started in about 2 weeks, so this will be the first time cranking it over to fire up. So see how she sounds. Alright, let's check for some leaks. Alright, the oil filter adapter in the bottom is nice and dry. Hoses look good. Fittings look good. Does not appear to be any oil seeping through. So I would say it's overall successful. Let me check some of the fuel lines, because I did have to disconnect the fuel system to get the original filter out. Yeah, everything seems dry. All right, time to fire it up, let it idle, and warm it up.
Well, let's keep an eye on the oil, make sure no leaks develop. So thanks for watching.